Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Heather's Corner. Today is a tutorial video. Look into my process on how I make my doll Santa hats. If you would like to make one of your own, I'm going to have the link available to my Shopify site where I have the pattern up for download with some instructions that you can read and look at the pictures, or you can continue watching this video. So let's get started. Here we are, guys, at my fabric and patterns for my Santa hat. So I have this nice faux plush fur. It's really soft for the brim, and this cute unicorn knit for the body. For the body, you can use fleece, felt, or knit, anything with a little bit of stretch. And same thing for the brim. You want to make sure it has a little bit of stretch so that you can stretch the brim out across this curved edge nicely. So what I'm going to do next is lay out my fabric and put the pattern on top so I can show you how I'm going to cut it. See you there. So here I folded over the plush fabric and I put the brim pattern. So where it says fold on the pattern, you want to put that side against the fold of the fabric. So you have a fold there. And then what you'll do next is just cut this out. So I'll cut here, down, and try to make it as square or rectangular really as possible because it makes it easier to sew. So I'll come back to you with how I lay out the unicorn one next. Okay, I have my unicorn fabric folded over with the pattern on the fold. Now for some of these patterned fabrics, you want to make sure that the pattern direction is going the way you want. So for this hat, you want things facing up, and I have the unicorns facing up. I mean, if you want them facing down, that's all up to you. Just make sure you have the way that you want. So here I'm going to cut around and go up, and yes, you'll end up with this triangle square of scrap fabric, which you can make anything else out of, maybe a little pillow. That's totally fine. So I'll come back to you with this cut out. Alright guys, I have cut out my pieces and I've unfolded them so that you can see what they look like. The next step is to pin the brim to the curved part of the hat. So for the brim, you'll flip it over, fold it in half, hot dog style, and start pinning it to the brim. You want to pin it on the right side of the fabric so that when it's sewn here, you fold it over, you'll have a nice seam. So that's what you're going to do. You're going to pin from one end to the other. Don't worry, it'll line up nice. It looks a little funky now, but it'll come out nice. And then you sew a straight stitch this way. About 3 or 3.5 stitch length is good. And go slow. There's no need to rush through this. And I'll see you when I've done that. Okay, I pinned the brim to the hat. So you see it lines up perfectly. Which is amazing. It's always nice when that works out. If it doesn't line up perfectly, that's okay. Just leave the excess, and once you sew it and you know that it is good, you can cut off the excess. Now I will go sew this and come back to you guys. I finished sewing the brim to the hat. So now what I'm going to do is flip it over, fold it in half, and then pin the sides together. So I'm going to match up the brim seams so that they match. It's not going to look right if it's like this or like that. And I'm going to pin the side going up because it helps keep it in place under the machine. And when it comes to sewing the top, you just go straight off so you have a little peak. So I'll come back to you when I have it pinned. This is my hat pinned. As you see, I lined up my edges and I have the wrong side facing out. And I matched up my seams here. So now I'm going to go sew it and come back. I have sewn my hat and it looks like this, a triangle with the brim. And now my next step is to turn it over. So let me do that real quick. Put your hand inside and grab it. Sorry, just trying to do this one-handed. And then you just push the corner out with your fingers from the inside or pull it out. But there you have your hat. Very cute, easy, fast. And if you want, you can sew a little bell here at the top. If this was plain or even on a pattern, you can hot glue some decorations, buttons, some felt pieces, pieces of fabric, pipe cleaner, foam stickers, hot glue or permanent adhesive. You can sew stuff on, paint it, write on it. You can do nearly anything you want. So I'm just going to put it on the doll so you can see how it looks. So here is the unicorn hat on Miss Kirsten. Flops over. If you made it out of felt, it's going to have a little more body and shape if it was a harder felt and stick up. Some fleeces, because they're more bulky than the knit, they'll stick up a little bit more, but still, yeah, it's going to flop over. So you see it's a perfect fit and such a fun craft to do at home by yourself or with your parents, with your friends. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment down below how your hat came out. Thanks. Bye, guys.